ofrecerse como. We previously were talking about ofrecerse a. Okay, so now we have ofrecerse como. So this is another phrasal verb, so you have a phrase that has a verb, a phrasal verb, and this is another common use of the verb ofrecer. Remember, we have the verb ofrecer right here. Se is an indication that you can use reflexive pronouns with it, and como means a few things. A few things. Como can means how. It can be in questions. If you add an accent mark on top of the letter O, that could be a question, of course, saying how. And if you add an accent mark here, como, actually not that one. I don't think comí. No, that's different. That's a different thing. Never mind. Ofrecerse como. Ofrecerse como. Como means how. Sometimes it means like. Como esto. Like this. Okay. So como has quite a few meanings. But ofrecerse as a phrase means, oops, sorry. Not that. Ofrecerse como means to volunteer as. When you volunteer as, I don't know, if you want to volunteer as anybody who wants to help, you can use this phrase for those situations. So let's look at some examples using ofrecerse como. Okay. By the way, como can also mean as. Como, as. Como yo. Well, that's more similar like me. Como yo, like me. But como can also mean as. Okay, let's look at some examples using ofrecerse como. Él se ofreció como voluntario. Él se ofreció como voluntario para el evento. ¿Ok? Él se ofreció como voluntario para el evento. He volunteered as a helper or someone who can help, okay, for the event. So helper, like you're just volunteering to help, pretty much. That's what we're saying here. So voluntario, by the way, means volunteer. Voluntario, volunteer. It can mean volunteer or just a person who offers to do something willingly without being forced or paid. Okay? I know it's redundant to say él se ofreció como voluntario because we're saying volunteer right here. But it can be. You can say this in Spanish and it makes total sense. So él means he, with an accent mark on top of the letter E. Without the accent mark means the. El auto, the car. El lápiz, the pencil. Okay, so keep that in mind. You need the accent mark on top of the letter E if you want to say el. By the way, with or without the accent mark, same sound. El. That's a good thing to remember for sure. Se, we have the reflexive pronoun. Remember, you can use personal pronouns and reflexive pronouns in the same sentence. You can drop the personal pronoun, so you can drop this one. You don't need to say it, but you need to use the reflexive pronoun. You need to, okay? So, él se ofreció como Okay, so se ofreció como, he volunteered as. Voluntario, we have voluntario in English. It's common to have as a ... In Spanish, we really don't need to say como un voluntario. We don't really need that. You can just say the noun como voluntario as a helper. Okay. Para, for, el, the, evento, event. Okay, so if you want to volunteer to help, this is a great phrase for those situations. Now, let's look at another example using this phrase. Do we have another phrase? Do we have another sentence? Sorry. Oh, my bad. I did something here. There you go. It works. Me ofrecí como tutor. Okay. Me ofrecí como tutor para los nuevos estudiantes. Me ofrecí como tutor para los nuevos estudiantes. You can also say los estudiantes nuevos, okay? And this means I volunteered as a tutor for the new students, okay? So you're just gonna help them to, whatever you need to help them with. Maybe they need some private lessons, classes. I don't know really, but essentially you're saying that you're volunteering as a tutor to help the new students. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's see how this works. Me, we have the reflexive pronoun. Remember, reflexive pronouns are necessary here. Me ofrecí, verb ofrecer in past tense, pretense. Como, okay, we need como, and that means I volunteered as, just as. Me ofrecí como, I volunteered as. Now, you can say yo me ofrecí como, and that means also I volunteered as ... You don't need yo, you don't need the personal pronoun. Once again, you need the reflexive pronoun in this phrase, okay? If you want to use this phrase. Tutor, we don't need a in English. It's a common thing to do, You have a ... You just place the noun, okay? Just like we did here. There is no un. There is an un here. We don't have it. So you don't need it. Tutor means tutor. Same spelling, different pronunciation. Tutor. Tutor. Para, for, los, the, nuevos estudiantes. Nuevos means new. Estudiantes means students. Los is a definite article, plural and masculine. Why? Because the noun estudiantes is plural and masculine. Los estudiantes. Same thing with the adjective nuevos. Nuevos is masculine and plural because of students. Estudiantes. Nuevos. This is flexible right here. Some adjectives, some Spanish adjectives can be used before the nouns because that's a common thing to do in English. New house. new students, new, I don't know, car. In Spanish, it's usually the other way around. Estudiantes nuevos, carro nuevo. Okay? So sometimes there's some flexibility. In this situation, you can say nuevos estudiantes. Or you can say, if you don't want to complicate yourself, you can just say estudiantes nuevos. They both work. So I just wanted to let you know that. Excellent. Excelente. Excelente.